Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to see how we're going to update any record, any document, any information via the put command. So far we have seen the get request, and to create something we have seen post request. Now we're going to see how do we update the record. So let us jump into the Catalan Studio. So here it is. Here in the last video we saw how do we are going to uh, update any document record using the post command. So let us jump over to the our very own RQRS website. Again, we can see here for update we're going to use the put HTTP method. Okay, so how do you put acts? Let us click on this put. So we can see that put requires where at what position we're going to update our record. See, so if we're going to list a single user, so far we have listed down multiple users. So if you're going to click on single user for record number 2, we have the first name of Janet, and if you want to update the name and first name and last name and job of Janet, how we will do that? For that, let us move to the put update method. So put requires the position number, or we can say the ID of in the record, and what needs to be updated. So we're going to update name and job. So these are the values we're going to update. Fine. So for update, you need to have where you want to update and what you want to update. Fine. So let us jump to the Catalan Studio again. So for that, let us create a new service request, and we're going to name it post, not post, put API, and let us name it. So if we're going to give this, let us put this database, the record or the JSON value here. So now you can see it is still get. So instead of get, we need to select put, and let us run this. So as soon as you run this put, so it identifies that this is a put request, and it changes the value for put. So far nothing has been updated. Again, to update something, you need to put the values inside the HTTP body. For that, we will go to the HTTP body, select text, select the JSON value, and enter the JSON value here. So what JSON value do we need? So we need these two values. So let us copy this and let us update this. So these are the values which are going to update. Let us once again run this API request, and you need to see these values are updated and updated at this time. So you can write a test case for this as well. So let us create a new API and see how we are going to send the request, get request, verify that these are the values you're going to update, and then update. So let us, for time being, let us create a get single user request, and for that we're going to have this. So let us copy this, come back to our Catalan Studio. So we're going to, so this is going to send the API request as a get request, and it will fetch us the value. Fine, these are the values which we are going to send it. So now let us create a test case that is going to get the values as well as update the values. So let us try get and update both. You can write update only, get and update user details. So let us create this, and if we move back to our get request, so we can see it is giving us first name as Janet. Okay, so let us go back to our test method. So first we're going to send a get request, and which get request using our get single user, and we're going to save is say let us name it get output. Fine. And we're going to add one more thing. Let us verify the status code. So let us verify the status code. So verify test where we're going to verify variable, wet variable, which we have named over here. So it is get output, and our integer value should be 200. Okay, and if you want to see what put does, put also sends back 200. Okay, so this is the response code. So and again, if we want to verify, let us go and see what is the first name, data dot first underscore name. So let me copy this, it will help me here. So if I want to check that if we are let us say verify element property in value, get output, and here we are going to put our locator data dot first name, and value should be string, and the value should be Janet. Now we want to update it. So let us send another request. So this request would be the update request. So we are going to send this request put. So let us, instead of Morpheus, let us rename it new PMN, and let us put our job as QA and YouTube. So let's see if it would ideally should. So yeah, so here we go. So we are sending in this update request, and let us name it as update output, so that we can compare it. Now again, you want to check status code. Yeah, if it is giving us back the correct one, so let us so this is update output, and the value should be again 200. And now we're going to check the other values. Fine. So remember, if you remember, what updates did we send? So let us verify element property value. So first name, so we are updating the name, so its locator is name, and it should be news payment. So let me copy this. So we're going to select which variable which we have selected for update. So let us rename it. Let us select update output, and our locator would be just name, and object would be string. So it should check that this is the value which is being updated, and let us check also the job. So job is QA and YT. So let us copy this, and let us see if this is the value which is returned back to us. So like again, we're going to check the variable. So what variable? So variable which we updated in our put request. So update output, locator should be, and our value should be of type string. So we can see this is for the first 3 steps, it is going to get the user details, and then it is going to send a put API request, and then it will check whether the response code is 200 or not, whether the name is updated, and whether the job is updated to QA and YT or not. So let us try to run this test case, and we'll try to look into the log viewer as well. So right now it is sending. So again. So see our whole test case got passed. So here it was sending value, here it is was checking the output status code of the get request, here it is testing the first name value of the get request. Now it is sending the the updated request, the put API request which we configured here, and then if there it is in the fifth step, it is checking whether the, the current response code it is achieving or not, and in sixth step it is checking whether the updated value is reflecting or not, and this is the second value job, it is reflecting or not. This is how you're going to verify or send the put request. You can leave this third elements if you want to only update a certain request, or you want to make this test case only to update, so that you can call this test case directly somewhere if needed for code redundancy. Okay, so this is how we're going to send our put request. So this is for our video. Subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends if possible. It helps YouTube's algorithm. Thank you.